Good morning, students. Today we will take a very basic chapter, that is the pharmacy and pharmacopoeia. So, what is pharmacy? It is an art and science of identifying, selecting, collecting, combining, preparing, preserving, and standardization of drugs and medicines, either from natural source or synthetic sources. It also embraces the knowledge of medicine, art of compounding and dispensing them. So this is a proper definition of pharmacy. All the words, that is identifying, collection, selection, combining, preparation, preservation and standardization. All these words should be there in the definition of pharmacy. So, what is the literal meaning, or in the simple language, it is an art and or the science which is helpful for the collection, preparation, and preservation of the medicines. So, this is the meaning and the definition of pharmacy. So, in short, we said that we can identify the drug substance or the source of the drug substance. Once it is identified, we have to select the proper quality of that part of that drug substance, or the part of that plant, or the part of the animal, or it may be the diseased product, it may be the healthy product. First we have to identify, then we have to select, then we have to collect it properly, combine it if required, then prepare it. So prepare the medicine and then do the preservation and standardization. So this is nothing but the preparation of medicine by the proper observation. The history of medicine is quite old. It is very difficult to point out or to begin the history of the medicine. There is no such documentary proof or the evidence in respect to the history of the pharmacy. But from the primitive period, it is discovered the new things, that the scientist or the philosopher discovered the new things, and the pharmacy is developed. Previously, the disease was considered as a displeasure, or it is a sin of God, and it is considered that that person has done something wrong, and that's why this disease is the punishment to that person, and that person or that particular patient has to uh, consider it, because the god is now concentrating on him or her. This is the concept of the disease. So there are the various theories regarding the disease, various theories regarding the pharmacy of that particular branch, so that you will study in the history of medicine in the fourth year. So regarding the homeopathic pharmacy, we will stick there only. So it is an art and science by which we can acquire a sound knowledge about the art of identification, collection of the medicinal substances from the different source of nature, then its preparation, preservation in the laboratory, combining, compounding according to the rules and regulations of homeopathic pharmacopoeia, then dispense them according to the physician's prescription. So all these things are in the homeopathic pharmacy. It also embraces the legal and professional aspect so as to regulate the proper distribution of the drugs and medicine that we have seen in the legislations. So this is nothing but the homeopathic pharmacy. So homeopathic pharmacopoeia of India, it says that homeopathic pharmacy is concerned with collection, identification, preparation, standardization, preservation of drug used in the homeopathic practice. So this is nothing but the art and science. So why it is the art and why it is the science? Science means which having the certain truth, which is having the certain laws, certain fact. It is tested to the different scientific methods. It is proved on the healthy human beings, and we can utilize this knowledge to treat the patient. That is nothing but the science. Art means when you are applying this science, when you are getting the results, when your efficacy is useful for the healing of the patient, then this is nothing but the art. So when you are having the knowledge of science, when you are applying it, then it is called as a art and science. There are the certain source, there are the no a particular book for the homeopathic pharmacy, but there are the three sources by which we have collected the certain literature regarding the homeopathic medicinal pharmacy. And these three sources are the Chronic Diseases written by Dr. Hahnemann, Organon of Medicine 1 to 6th edition, and of course Materia Medica Pura from volume 1 to volume 6. So these are the three source books, we can say, from which we have collected the literature for the homeopathic pharmacy. Of course, the lesser writings of Hahnemann also there. So these are the certain source books from which homeopathic pharmacy book is written. Then afterward, we will take the scope speciality of the homeopathic pharmacy. First, today we will take the pharmacopoeia, the scope of homeopathic pharmacy, then the branches of homeopathic pharmacy, speciality and the originality, then the branches that we will take tomorrow. Today we will take the short introduction of the pharmacy, and now we will take the pharmacopoeia. Now, what is the pharmacopoeia? This pharmacopoeia is nothing but the word pharmacopoeia is derived from Greek word which is divided into the two parts: pharmakon, which means drugs, and pion, which means to make. So we have to make the drug. When you make the drug, it will enter into that book, and that book is known as pharmacopoeia. It is a supreme. So there is a definition of the pharmacopoeia. It is a supreme authoritative book. Supreme means this is the only or this is the highest level of book. उसके बाद कुछ भी नहीं है. Authoritative because it is authorized by the government of India, published by the authority of government of any country. So it may be the Pakistan, it may be France, it may be German, or it may be the America, which deals with scientific facts. Uh, Before only I have told you that it is art and science, and that's why it is dealing with the scientific facts and logical attitude of the rules and regulations of standardization of the drug substances, containing directions for collecting drug material from different sources, their preparing, preservation, compounding, combining of various drugs. So in this way, this is the book which contains all the information regarding to that particular medicine, from drug to medicine and its preparation. When you are applied this medicine to the patient, then it is converted into the remedy. So this book will give you all the knowledge how to collect that medicine, how to identify that drug, how to prepare the mother tincture from that drug, how to preserve that medicine once the mother tincture is prepared, and if you want, how to combine it. So all this knowledge is given in the particular book, and that book is nothing but the pharmacopoeia. So various countries publish their own pharmacopoeia, and according to that we will study the types of pharmacopoeia. So this is the definition. Again I am repeating. It is a supreme authoritative book published by the authority of government of any country, which deals with the scientific facts and logical attitude of the rules and regulations of standardization of drug substances, containing directions for collecting drug materials from different sources, for preparing, preserving, compounding and combining of various drugs. But ये सब कुछ कैसे होगा? Under the rules and regulations of standardization of drugs. Now, depending upon the author, or depending upon the standardization, depending upon the authority, this pharmacopoeia is divided into the two parts: the official pharmacopoeia and the unofficial pharmacopoeia. So official pharmacopoeia, it means it is published by government or any authority of the government of India. When the government of India uh, sign over there, or the government of India stamp over there, yes, this pharmacopoeia is now you can publish, then this became a official. But some author can publish their own pharmacopoeia, their own experiences, their own method for the collection, selection, preparation of the medicine without the stamp or without the sign by the authoritative by the government of India, then it is known as unofficial pharmacopoeia. But it is not that it is illegal. It is also legal, but because of the certain points, or because of the certain barriers, or because of the certain obstacles are there, so by which the government has not passed it. But it is a authoritative book. Only it is not passed by government. It is published by a person or a pharmaceutical company other than government. It is known as unofficial pharmacopoeia. So the father of homeopathic pharmacopoeia. This question comes from the 2 marks. So Dr. Karl W. Kaspari of Leipzig, Germany. He was the father of homeopathic pharmacy. Then the history and development of homeopathic pharmacopoeia. ये book develop हुई कैसे? So in the 1805, that is 1805. In the 1805, Dr. Hahnemann announced his new method of Fragmenta de Varibus Medicamentorum Positiva sive in sano corpore humano observatis. Yes, it is a very long name. Again, I am repeating Fragmenta. The Hahnemann announced his new method of pharmacological process in tetrais Fragmenta de Varibus Medicamentorum Positivus sive in sano corpore humano observatis, which included the first repertory of homeopathic materia medica. Though Hahnemann never wrote any separate book on pharmacopoeia and the basic principles of homeopathic preparation of the drugs and medicine, they are incorporated in the organon of medicine, in the chronic disease, and in the materia medica pura. These scattered materials serve as a nucleus for the homeopathic pharmacopoeia in future. Since 1825, a good number of homeopathic pharmacopoeia have been published in different countries, especially in Germany and then in the USA. In 1825, Dr. Kaspari published Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. The name is Homeopathis Dispendium for Artis Apotheker. This was the name of the pharmacopoeia which was published first time in Germany. After that, in 1829, Hartmann Pharmacopoeia Pharmatheca. This was published. Then in 1834, Frederick Harvey Foster Quinn, he edited Homeopathic Pharmatheca. Then 1840, Joseph Benedict Bruchner published Homeopathic Archiniversentun's Lihere, to which the Tsar refers. In 1842, New Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia and Posology, or the preparation of homeopathic medicines and the administration of doses, was published by Gottlieb Heinrich George Jar Appier, read in the Germany, and was translated into the English by James Kitchen. In 1845, Karl Ernst Guriner's Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia compiled and published in 1845. Then 1852, Bruchner second edition was published. In this way, the different pharmacopoeias was published. 1870, the first edition of PHP was published. Then 1872, Wilma Schaube Pharmacopoeia Homeopathica Polyglotta was published, and the second edition was BHP was published in the 1876. Then in the 1882, Again, American Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia was published. Then the third edition of BHP was published in the year 1882. Then again, the American Homeopathic Dispensary is Dispensatory was published in the year 1884. So these are all the official homeopathic pharmacopoeia. After that, in the year 1892, one unofficial homeopathic pharmacopoeia was published in India by M. Bhattacharya and Company in 1892. Then in the year 1897, Pharmacopoeia of Indian Institute of Homeopathy was published. Then the 1898 Pharmacopoeia Homeopathica France is published. In this way, the different pharmacopoeias were published in the America, in the India also. Again, the government of India constituted the homeopathic pharmacopoeia committee in the 1962, and after that it was 1975, the HPL that we have visited, it is established in the Ghaziabad. So this is a short history of homeopathic pharmacopoeia. Now we will take the different types of official homeopathic pharmacopoeia. So German homeopathic pharmacopoeia, British homeopathic pharmacopoeia, Pharmacopoeia of United States, Indian homeopathic pharmacopoeia, and France homeopathic pharmacopoeia. These are the five official homeopathic pharmacopoeia. Unofficial contains Bhattacharya from India. Then the Encyclopedia of Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, it is from the Hindu Ved. Then Brazilian Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, Pakistan Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, Mexican Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. So these are the authoritative, but it is not passed by the government, and that's why it is under the unofficial homeopathic pharmacopoeia. The very first one is the German homeopathic pharmacopoeia. The first homeopathic pharmacopoeia in the Germany was published in the year 1825. It was published by Dr. Karl W. Kasperi, lived in the Leipzig. The name of that pharmacopoeia is Homeopathies Dispensatorium for Artists and Apotheker. This was the first homeopathic pharmacopoeia. In the year 1879, the inclusion of new direction methods such as spectral analysis added into this pharmacopoeia. Then in the Germany only, Wilmar Schoebe that we have visited in the Ghaziabad, the owner of that company, Dr. Wilmar Schoebe, founded a central pharmacy so that they can sell the homeopathic medicine there in the year 1866. Then in the year 1800, he created 1872. He created his own pharmacopoeia, that is a pharmacopoeia homeopathica polyglotta, so that he can create a certain standard for the homeopathic medicines. Then the first edition, English edition was published in the year 1880, and then the second edition was published in the year 1929. This was later revised and known today as a Dr. Wilmar Schoebe Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. It is now official in the Germany. Today, this HAB, that is the or the GHP, serve as the international reference standard for the homeopathic medicine. In the December 3, 2005, the GHP is supplemented by Stephen Brenes. The GHP second supplement edited by Stephen Brenes, and it is published in the year 2006. So this is a very short history for the German homeopathic pharmacopoeia. Very new edition of German homeopathic pharmacopoeia contains the new development. In case of 1979 edition, this one, that is the second, the inclusion of the new directions of methods such as spectral analysis is added here. Hahnemann's work has been so accurate that, except for the technical requirements, The German homeopathic pharmacopoeia still follows these directions. So though the Hahnemann is not having any microscope or not having any machines, but he discovered this pathy so accurately, so nicely that Germans are still following these laws and regulations without any modification. So this is about the GHP, which was the first homeopathic pharmacopoeia, and it is published in the year 1825. It was published by Dr. Karl Kasperi. He is also known as the father of homeopathic pharmacopoeia. The second official homeopathic pharmacopoeia is the British Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. The first edition was published in the year 1870. The second was published in the 1876 and the third was published in the year 1882. The new edition of BHP was published by British Association of Homeopathic Manufacturers in 1993 and 1999. At the time, as the society had not recognition of the royal charter, it was not treated as an official homeopathic pharmacopoeia. But afterward, now it is official. The BHP has no official status because it is not adopted by MHRA. So there is MHRA, but now it is recognized. The first selection of the book contains background information to manufacture of homeopathic preparation, including abbreviations and analytical methods, reagents and general regulations for the manufacturing method. There is an index to all the methods of preparation and the sources of method which are concerned. The monographs are also in the second part. The second edition was published in the 1883 and the fourth edition published in the year 1890. The third was published in the 1884 and fourth in the 1890. So this is about the BHP. The next we will take, that is the homeopathic pharmacopoeia of USA. Just a second. So third one we will take, that is BHP. We have completed BHP. Now the HPUS, that is the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of United States. It was published by American Institute of Homeopathy with the help of Otis Clapp and Son agency in the Boston, USA, under the name of Pharmacopoeia of American Institute of Homeopathy in the year 1897. The second edition was published in the year 1901 of the same title, and then in the 1901 the second edition of the same was published, and the title was changed to Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of United States. The Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of United States under the direction is published under the direction of Committee of Pharmacopoeia of American Institute of Homeopathy. Then in the year 1882, it was published by Borick and Teffel, and 1885 by the Jan. The sixth edition was published in the year 1841, which includes a new method of preparation of mother tincture and a calculation with its water content. The seventh edition was published in the year 1964. First volume was published in the 1979 with the Adenum Compendium Homeopathy Therapeutics. By the final passage of the Food and Drug Cosmetic Act, the HPUS became a sole authority for the preparation of homeopathic medicine as well as for the homeopathic practice. HPUS now consisted of the different books. Now the 8th edition, first volume in 1979, and it is supplemented. It is also supplemented. Then the certain difficulties were accessed in this, and which was now removed. And for that, the homeopathic pharmacopoeia in the state, the revised version is also available. So this is about the homeopathic pharmacopoeia of United States, where the first edition was published, or the first volume is published in the year 1897. Now the Indian Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, or we can say Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of India. It is the official homeopathic pharmacopoeia, which the HPI is the workout for the standards of drugs, and it is released by the Ministry of Health and the Family Welfare in the form of HPI. The 6 volumes of standard for drugs have been already published by Government of India. Now it became a 9 volumes which was published. So first volume is published by the Government of India in the 1971, which are having the drugs 180 in the monograph. The second volume contains 100 drugs, which was published in the year 1974. Third volume in the 1978, which are having the drugs 105. Fourth volume in the year 1984, and in the monograph it has 107 drugs. Fifth volume published in the 1986, which has 114 drugs in the monograph. Volume 6 published in the 1990, which have 104 drugs. Then in the 1999, 7th volume was published, which have 105 drugs. Volume 8, 101 drugs in the monograph, and it was published in the year 2000. And the last volume published in the year 2007, and now it is having 100 drugs. So in this way, the schedule or the volumes of the HPI. The HPC, that is the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia Committee. So this committee decided certain rules for the publication of the pharmacopoeia, and this committee was published by the Government of India. To prepare a homeopathic drugs whose therapeutic usefulness has been proved on the lines of American, German, and the British pharmacopoeia. This is the objective for the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia Committee. They lay down the principles and standards for the preparation of homeopathic drugs. They lay tests to identify quality and purity of the drug substance. Other matters also, which are necessary for the preparation of pharmacopoeia, they are also they are also participated, and they are also interested in the making the codex for the homeopathic pharmaceutical medicines. For a compelling homeopathic pharmacopoeia of India, we have referred AHP, HPUS, BHP, and GHP. We have consulted them. Then this committee is established in the year 1962, which on the recommendation of Homeopathic Advisory Committee and Homeopathic Subcommittee of the Drug Technical Advisory Board. So all they have come together and they prepared the medicines mainly from plant, animals, and from minerals. To identify the plant, to identify the part of that animal, and to identify the mineral, we are taking the help from the experts from chemistry, botany, and the zoology, as well as the homeopathic practitioners. Then HPI include the second schedule of Drug and Cosmetic Act, that is 1940. So now we are under the control of Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. So this is about the Indian Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. Now the next official homeopathic pharmacopoeia, that is the FHP, that is the France Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. The France Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, the name is Pharmacopoeia Homeopathic France. It was published in the year 1898. The homeopathic system is highly accepted in France and medicines are available in almost all homeopathic pharmacies. The FHP is somewhat different from the pharmacopoeias of different countries. They give the valuable information on sarcodes and nosodes and also introduction of the new drugs. FHP is now not recognized in India, but the physician believes that the new drugs introduced in the France, they tend to be used for the patients. The FHP are having the following features, such as the categories of the product. They categorize as mother tincture, which was prepared from plants, animals, and chemicals. They are having the potencies 2, decimal and the centesimal, and they also having the combinations of these. So this is about the official and the unofficial homeopathic pharmacopoeia. So pharmacopoeia, it is an authoritative book which was published by any government and which has the information of any medicine from its drug collection, preparation up to the preservation. It is derived from two words, pharmakon and the poem. Then we have seen the two types of pharmacopoeia, unofficial and the official. Unofficial, there are the two, M. Bhattacharya Encyclopedia of Verma, and then Pakistan also it is included in the unofficial. This is the official, that is a GHP. The first was published in the 1825 by Dr. Kaspari. BHP, the first edition was published in the year 1870, and then the second, third, fourth edition was published. Then HPUS, the first edition was published in the year 1897. HPI, it is published in the year, the first volume was published in the year 1971. Then we have also established the committee for the standardization of the drugs and for the publication of the pharmacopoeia. And the last one is the France Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, which was published in the year 1898. So, and the speciality of the France Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia that it includes the nosodes and sarcodes. Now we will take the next topic, that is the monograph. So what is the monograph? It is a general plan of pharmacopoeia is to lay down the direction for the selection and preparation of the drug that are thoroughly adapted to the purpose of homeopathic prescribing. These directions and specification of each drugs are called monograph. So it is nothing but the list of the medicines which we are preparing, which we are giving to the patient, and it's all information, it's all directions and specifications are given in that index of that pharmacopoeia, that is nothing but the monograph. So this monograph is started in the official homeopathic pharmacopoeia. So this is the general pattern, that the name, its abbreviation, it is for the plants, botanical name, its family, its common name, a description of that plant, the part that we are using from that plant, and its microscopical study and identification test. With that, where we will get, or its distribution or location, its history and authority, how the mother tincture should be prepared, its storage, and all the cautions regarding to that particular medicine. All these things are given in that pharmacopoeia. So this is the pattern of the monograph. So this is the that we have seen in the definition also, okay, direction and specification of each drug. So this is the direction and specification. Now regarding the animal, the only these things are differ. Such as in the plant we have seen then the plant name. So here we will write down the zoological name. Then in the chemicals we will write down the acid and minerals. We will write down the chemical. Then in the symbol, we will write down in the acid or the basic in nature. Then we will write the molecular weight again in the acid source. Then we will write down the reaction litmus test in the acid or the mineral source. In the nodes, we will write down the cultural characteristics, its resistance, metabolism, and biochemical reaction. Otherwise, all the things are same. That is the microscopical and study, identification test, then preparation, storage, and caution. These are common. But these are the certain exceptions in the animal and the acidic group. This is the exception in the nose. Exception not, but these are the certain additions we have to do in the nosode. And what are the objects of homeopathic pharmacopoeia? Why this is established? Because it contains the monograph, it contains the certain rules and regulations. So what are the objects of this homeopathic pharmacopoeia? The list of remedies are of course there. The most important is the proper instructions to identify and to prepare the homeopathic mother tincture. It is given in that pharmacopoeia. Then the preparation of the drug, which is similar to use in the original proving, that is given. Pharmacopoeia also describes the standard methods and gives a standard of purity that has to be followed when you are preparing medicines. So we have to follow the proper procedure for the preparation, and before that we have to follow the certain instructions for the standardization and for the purity. Then the proper proved drugs are only included in the pharmacopoeia. Then there are the two aspects of pharmacy that we will take afterward when we will take the pharmacy. So this is about the pharmacopoeia. It is a book. It has two types, official and the unofficial. Then it also contains the monograph, and these are the certain objectives of the homeopathic pharmacopoeia. And these are the exceptions which we have to follow, or we will not say the exception, but this is the general pattern for the animal, for the nose holes, that we have to include in the pharmacopoeia. So if the question of 5 marks or 10 marks, so first you have to write the definition, its types, official, unofficial, and then objectives, monograph. This is the general plan and history, of course, for the pharmacopoeia. And if they ask about the particular pharmacopoeia, so you have to write down that GHP or whatever they have asked to you. The objects of the pharmacopoeia should be written properly, because uh, by keeping these objectives, or by this object, then we are preparing, or we have, the Indian government has prepared a pharmacopoeia. So if the drug proving appears to be adequate, and this demands for the medicine by the physician, then only it is included in the pharmacopoeia. And this is the most important objective of this preparation of the homeopathic pharmacopoeia. So the question comes, generally the question comes from the for this section of 5 marks. Either they will ask a particular pharmacopoeia or they will ask the pharmacopoeia. So write from the definition to the objects, write it properly, and write down the years of publication, the editions, and the speciality properly. If you want, you can underline it with the pencil on that line only, not separately, so that it will it will give a nice presentation, and the examiner will also understand that yes, you know the specialty for that particular pharmacopoeia. So this is in short about the pharmacy and the pharmacopoeia. The remaining part of the pharmacy we will take afterward, that is the speciality, originality, concept of pharmacy, and the scope of the pharmacy. So read it properly, and if you have any query, you can ask.